students. Good morning students. I am Kavita Monga, lecturer physics from Government Polytechnic College Khuni Majra. Today we will study about elasticity. The topics which we will cover today are elasticity, stress, types of stress, strain, types of strain, modulus of elasticity, Hooke's law, and stress strain curve. So these topics we will study today. First of all, we start with elasticity. What is elasticity? So before defining elasticity, just see this example. Bungee jumping utilizes a long elastic strap which stretches until it reaches a maximum length that is proportional to the weight of the jumper. The elasticity of the strap determines the amplitude of the resulting vibrations. If the elastic limit for the strap is exceeded, the rope will break. So this bungee jumping is possible because of elasticity of the strap, and if the weight of this person exceeds the elastic limit, this strap will break. So now you will have आपको just idea हो गया होगा कि what is elasticity. So now few definitions. Number one, what is a deforming force? So डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स मतलब अगर हम किसी बॉडी पे कोई फोर्स अप्लाई करें और उससे उस बॉडी के साइज़ में, शेप में या कन्फिग्रेशन में कोई चेंज आए, देन दैट फोर्स इज कॉल्ड डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स. नेक्स्ट, व्हाट इज रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स? डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स हटाने पे द बॉडी विल ट्राई टू कम बैक टू इट्स ओरिजिनल साइज, शेप एंड कन्फिग्रेशन. सो दैट फोर्स इज कॉल्ड restoring force. So deforming force deforms the body. Due to restoring force, the body tries to come back to its original shape, size and configuration. So next we will define what is elastic body, plastic body, elasticity and plasticity. These topics we will discuss in detail. So number one, what is a elastic body? So an elastic body is one that returns to its original shape after a deformation. इसका मतलब ये है कि जब डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स हम किसी बॉडी पे अप्लाई करते हैं और बॉडी डिफॉर्म हो जाती है, मतलब उसकी शेप, साइज़ या कन्फिग्रेशन में चेंज आ जाता है, और अगर वो डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स हटा दें तो बॉडी अपनी ओरिजिनल शेप में वापस आ जाती है. ऐसी बॉडीज़ को वी से दे आर इलास्टिक बॉडीज़. सो एग्जाम्पल्स हो गए गोल्फ बॉल, रबर बैंड एंड सॉकर बॉल. सो ऑल दीज आर इलास्टिक बॉडीज. नाउ नेक्स्ट, एन इनइलास्टिक बॉडी. An inelastic body is one that does not return to its original shape after deformation. So deforming force अप्लाई करने पे इनकी जो शेप है वो परमानेंटली चेंज हो जाती है. So they do not come back to their original shape, size and configuration. So they are called inelastic bodies. Example, dough और bread. क्ले से आप अगर कोई शेप बनाते हो तो वो परमानेंटली वैसी ही शेप बन जाती है. देन इन इलास्टिक बॉल, सो इट विल नॉट कम बैक टू इट्स ओरिजिनल शेप. एन इलास्टिक कोलिजन लूजेज नो एनर्जी. द डिफॉर्मेशन ऑन कोलिजन इज फुली रिस्टोर्ड. सो कोई इलास्टिक कोलिजन में कोई एनर्जी लॉस नहीं हो रहा, इसलिए द डिफॉर्मेशन ऑन कोलिजन इज फुली रिस्टोर्ड. In an inelastic collision, energy is lost and the deformation may be permanent. So energy loss हो रही है, so the deformation is permanent. जो change हो रहा है shape में, that deformation is permanent. So now we can define what is elasticity and what is plasticity. Elasticity, this is the property or this is the ability to return to original shape and size when unloaded. अनलोडेड एयर मीन्स यू आर रिमूविंग द फोर्स, आपने जो फोर्स अप्लाई की जिस वजह से शेप में चेंज हुआ, साइज में चेंज हुआ, डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स, उस फोर्स को हटाने पे जो बॉडी है वो अपनी ओरिजिनल शेप और साइज में वापस आ जाती है. सो दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज कॉल्ड इलास्टिसिटी. So what is elasticity? It is ability to return to original shape and size when unloaded. Plasticity, ability to deform, non-elasticity without rupture. So डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स अप्लाई करने पे शेप में चेंज हो रहा है, डिफॉर्म हो रही है बॉडी, साइज चेंज हो रहा है, शेप चेंज हो रही है, बट दिस इज विदाउट रप्चर. रप्चर मीन्स कोई ब्रेकिंग नहीं हुई है. सो नेक्स्ट इलास्टिक बॉडीज के एग्जांपल हो गए रबर, स्टील, रॉक. प्लास्टिक बॉडी के एग्जांपल्स हो गए लेड, मॉइस्ट क्ले, पुट्टी. सो रिजिड बॉडी, हमने उस पर डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स अप्लाई की, बॉडी डिफॉर्म हो गई, उसकी शेप खराब हो गई. इलास्टिक बॉडीज़ जब हम ये डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स हटा देंगे ये अपनी ओरिजिनल शेप में वापस आ जाएंगी. प्लास्टिक बॉडीज़ अपनी ओरिजिनल शेप में वापस नहीं आएंगी. So elastic bodies, for most materials and for small deformations, loading and unloading returns material to original length, can be done repeatedly. Example, a watch spring. So बार बार हम फोर्स अप्लाई करें, जब फोर्स मीन्स लोडिंग, जब फोर्स हटाएं मीन्स अनलोडिंग, मटेरियल विल कम टू इट्स ओरिजिनल लेंथ और ओरिजिनल साइज और ओरिजिनल शेप. एंड वी कैन डू दिस रिपीटेडली, हम इसे बार बार कर सकते हैं. Plastic behavior means larger deformations are not reversible when elastic limit is exceeded. हमने बहुत ज़्यादा फोर्स अप्लाई कर दी, सो डिफॉर्मेशन ने इलास्टिक लिमिट को एक्सीड कर लिया. सो सम मटेरियल्स आर ऑलमोस्ट प्योरली प्लास्टिक, सो दे विल नॉट कम बैक टू देयर ओरिजिनल शेप, साइज एंड कन्फिगरेशन. एग्जाम्पल इज पुट्टी. सो एन इलास्टिक स्प्रिंग एग्जाम्पल हो गया इलास्टिक बॉडी का. A spring is an example of an elastic body that can be deformed by stretching. So ये spring है, जब हमने इसको खींचा, force apply की, stretching, this is called stretching. So this is increase in its length which is represented by x. So the size is increased, the body is deformed. So a restoring force, when you will remove the deforming force, a restoring force F acts in the direction opposite the displacement of the oscillating body. So जो restoring force होगी वो इससे opposite direction में होगी, and this is given as minus kx. F is force, x is the displacement, and k is a constant called stiffness constant. Now next topic we will start with what is stress and what are different types of stress. So stress refers to the cause of deformation. Stress refers to जो डिफॉर्मिंग हमने फोर्स अप्लाई की है, जो डिफॉर्मेशन का कॉज है, that is referred to as stress. And strain refers to the effect of the deformation. जो स्ट्रेस है या जो फोर्स हमने डिफॉर्मिंग अप्लाई की है उसकी वजह से जो अफेक्ट हो रहा है, जो रिजल्ट हो रहा है, that is called strain. So stress refers to the cause of a deformation and strain refers to the effect of deformation. The downward force F causes the displacement x. So स्प्रिंग में हमने फोर्स अप्लाई की थी F, उसकी वजह से क्या हुआ, ये डिफॉर्मेशन हुई, ये डिस्प्लेसमेंट हुई, साइज में चेंज हुआ. So this x. Thus the stress is the force and strain is the elongation. जो फोर्स है वो स्ट्रेस है और जो ये लेंथ में इंक्रीज हुआ है, this is strain. So stress is force and strain is elongation in this example. Now stress, what is stress? This is intensity of force and this is defined as force per unit area. So in this case 100 lbs of force is acting on one person and 100 on second person. But in this case 200 lbs force is acting on a single person. So force here has increased and area is same. So naturally stress here is more than in this case. So stress is force per unit area. So stress, its symbol is sigma. When a force is applied to an elastic body, the body deforms. The way in which the body deforms depend upon the type of the force applied to it. Now we are talking about stress. Next topic will be different types of stress. So now it matters how the force is applied. So the way in which the body deforms depend upon the type of force applied to it. So here this is compression. So compression force makes the body shorter. अगर हम compress करेंगे, हमने ऊपर से force apply की, press किया, so its size is decreased. इसका size कम हो गया है. There is decrease in length. So the compression force makes the body shorter. A tensile force makes the body longer. So यहाँ पे हम खींच रहे हैं, force इस तरफ है, तो there will be increase in length. So this X represents the increase in length. So different type of forces, they have different effects, and on depending on that we have different types of stress. So tensile and compressive forces are called direct forces. Stress is force per unit area upon which it acts. So stress can be written as sigma. Sigma इसका symbol है, and this is given as force upon area. इस formula को use करके we can calculate stress. So stress is force upon area. Units stress के पास्कल है और it is न्यूटन upon मीटर स्क्वायर. फोर्स को न्यूटन में मेजर करते हैं SI सिस्टम में और एरिया को मीटर स्क्वायर में. सो न्यूटन अपॉन मीटर स्क्वायर, इसको पास्कल का नाम दिया गया है, एंड सिंबल इज सिग्मा. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ स्ट्रेस. तो सबसे पहले नॉर्मल स्ट्रेस है. नॉर्मल स्ट्रेस, एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड लॉन्गिट्यूडनल स्ट्रेस. सो इन दिस केस द लोड और द फोर्स, डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स, इट इज़ परपेंडिकुलर टू द एरिया. सो जो भी एरिया है जिसको हमने डिफॉर्म करना है, जो डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स अप्लाई करनी है, दिस इज परपेंडिकुलर टू द एरिया. इट्स डायरेक्शन इज at 90 degree to the area. So such type of stress, in that case it will be called normal or longitudinal stress. So next is shear stress. In shear stress, the load or the weight or the deforming force, this is parallel to area. So here the direction of force is parallel to area. So in normal stress, the direction of force is perpendicular to area. In shear stress, the direction of force is parallel to area. So shear stress, symbol is tau. Shear force is a force applied sideways on the material. So here हमने पहले slide में देखा कि it is parallel. Parallel means it is applied sideways on the material, or you can say transversely loaded. So examples यहाँ पे 3 cases दिखाए गए हैं. When a pair of shear cut a material, so just see the direction of force is here. When a material is punched, जब material को punch किया गया. When a material has a transverse load, so when a material has transverse load. So ये examples है shear stress के. Shear stress is the force per unit area carrying the load. This means the cross sectional area of the material being cut, comma, the beam and the pin. So shear stress, symbol is tau. This is again force per unit area. The sign convention for shear force and stress is based on how it shears the material. So if this is the case, we say the sign of this force or stress is positive. We say it is positive shear. In this case, the sign will be negative. We say this is negative shear. So shear stress, in this case the force is parallel to the area, or this is tangential. You can say this is tangential to the area. Symbol is tau, and this is given as force upon area. Now third type of stress is hydrostatic or uniform pressure. So normal means the direction of force is perpendicular. Shear, the direction of force is parallel. And hydrostatic stress means the pressure is uniform. चारों तरफ से यूनिफॉर्म प्रेशर पड़ रहा है, then the type of stress is called hydrostatic stress. टेंसाइल स्ट्रेस हमने पहले एक स्लाइड में पढ़ा था, टेंसाइल फोर्स और कंप्रेसिव फोर्स किसे कहते हैं। कंप्रेसिव फोर्स वो जो प्रेस करे, जो साइज डिक्रीज करे बॉडी का। टेंसाइल फोर्स वो जो बॉडी को इलोंगेट करे, उसका साइज इंक्रीज करे। सो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन दैट टाइप ऑफ फोर्स द स्ट्रेस इज of tensile stress and compressive stress. A tensile stress occurs when equal and opposite forces are directed away from each other. So in this example just see equal and opposite forces, they are directed in opposite direction. So this stress will be in this weight. The stress is tensile stress and we say it is tension in the strain. In second case, a compressive stress occurs when equal and opposite forces are directed towards each other. So here the two forces are directed towards each other and we say this is compression. Weight is here and it is acting downward. So this is example of compression. So this is compressive stress and this is example of tension and this is tensile stress. मटेरियल्स गुड इन कंप्रेशन एग्जाम्पल हो गए, कौन से जो मटेरियल्स हैं वो कंप्रेशन के लिए अच्छे हैं। स्टोन, कंक्रीट। मटेरियल गुड इन टेंशन, कॉटन, कार्बन फाइबर, कॉटन एंड फाइबर ग्लास। मटेरियल्स गुड इन बोथ कंप्रेशन एंड टेंशंस, वो मटेरियल जिनमें दोनों कंप्रेशन और टेंशन के लिए जो अच्छी क्वालिटीज़ हैं, दे आर स्टील एंड वुड. Now next we will define what is strain and what are different types of strain. So अभी तक हमने क्या क्या डिस्कस कर लिया है। सबसे पहले हमने इलास्टिसिटी को डिफाइन किया। इलास्टिक बॉडीज़ क्या होती हैं, प्लास्टिक बॉडीज़ क्या होती हैं, इलास्टिसिटी क्या है, प्लास्टिसिटी क्या है। उसके बाद हमने नेक्स्ट टॉपिक था स्ट्रेस एंड डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ स्ट्रेस डिस्कस किया। अब नेक्स्ट हम जो करने जा रहे हैं वो है स्ट्रेन एंड डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ स्ट्रेन. So strain is the relative change in the dimension or shape of a body as the result of an applied stress. So हमने पढ़ा, हमने अभी देखा कि जब हम फोर्स अप्लाई करते हैं, चाहे वो कंप्रेसिव फोर्स है चाहे वो टेंसाइल फोर्स है, तो बॉडी की शेप में, साइज में चेंज होता है. सो दैट रिलेटिव चेंज in the dimensions or shape of a body as a result of an applied stress is called strain. Examples है change in length per unit length और change in volume per unit volume. So the change जो है, जो body में change produce हो रहा है force की वजह से, it can be in its length, it can be in its area or it can be in its volume. So that change per unit length or change in dimension per unit dimension is called strain. So strain, this is intensity of deformation. कितनी deformation हुई है, that is strain. Stress apply करने से, force apply करने से जो change produce हुआ है, that change is strain. Intensity of deformation. So say in this example हमने pressure apply किया. So अगर इसका size से delta है, हमने elongate किया, इसको apply करते गए. Now the size is 2 delta and here the size is 3 delta. So this represents elongation, जो size में change हुआ है. And strain is given as DL, means change in length upon original length. So change in length upon original length, this is strain. So direct strain, इसका symbol है epsilon. In each case a force F produces a deformation X. In engineering we usually change this force into stress. So force, you can say this is stress and deformation into strain. So deformation को strain बोला जाता है और applied force को stress बोला जाता है. So stress is force per unit area and we define these as follows. Strain is the deformation per unit of the original length. So strain is deformation per unit of original length. Strain epsilon is x upon L. So x is change in length, it can be increase or decrease. L is original length and the symbol of strain is epsilon. Strain has no units. Strain एक dimensionless quantity है, इसके कोई unit नहीं होते, since it is a ratio of length to length. Change in length upon original length. Change in volume upon original volume. So strain is dimensionless quantity, it has no units. Most engineering materials do not stretch very much before they become damages. So strain values are very small figures. So strain की values बहुत कम होती हैं it is quite normal to change small numbers to the exponent for 10 raised to the power minus 6. So क्योंकि इसकी वैल्यू बहुत कम होती है, so it is in micro strain. So next is types of strain. Next topic हम different type of strain discuss करेंगे. Normal strain or longitudinal strain, then shear strain, then dilational or volume change. So number one is longitudinal or normal strain. So normal strain, this will be increase in length when there is change in length. So for wires, rods and bars, there is a longitudinal stress. Longitudinal stress is also called normal stress. So that produces change in length per unit length. So वो वाला strain is longitudinal strain which is increase or decrease in length. स्ट्रेस अप्लाई करने से अगर जो चेंज है, जो डिफॉर्मेशन हुई है, वो चेंज इन लेंथ है, देन दैट स्ट्रेन इज कॉल्ड लॉन्गिट्यूडनल और द नॉर्मल स्ट्रेन. सो अगर ये एल है और ये इलोंगेशन हो गई, हमने फोर्स अप्लाई की, उसकी वजह से वायर में दिस इज इंक्रीज इन लेंथ, सो डेल्टा एल इज चेंज इन लेंथ और इंक्रीज इन लेंथ, देन स्ट्रेन इज गिवन एज डेल्टा एल अपॉन एल, change in length upon original length. This is your longitudinal strain or normal strain. So stress we know this is given as force per unit area. So strain, this is stress is cause and strain is effect. Stress की वजह से ही strain produce होता है. Next, normal strain we have discussed. Next is shear strain. So what is shear strain? This is deformation normal to length. So यहाँ पे shear जो strain produce होगा that will be due to shear stress. So shear stress हमने देखा था force is tangential और force is parallel to area. So जब force parallel है, force tangential है, उस केस में जो deformation produce होती है, that deformation is called shear strain. So just see here, if this is the change theta, theta is the change, then this shear strain, this is given as W upon L. L is the original length and this is given as, this is equal to theta. So theta is very small, we can replace theta by tangent theta. So what is shear strain? Let us define it. The force causes the material to deform as shown. ऐसे दिखाया है, जैसे force जब हमने अप्लाई की, shear force, shear stress अप्लाई की, तो deformation कुछ इस तरह की होगी. The shear strain is defined as the ratio of the distance moved to the height. So distance moved here is x, height is L, so this is x upon L. Since this is very small angle, gamma, we can say that shear strain gamma is x upon L. So here symbol of shear strain is gamma. So gamma is x upon L. Actually this is angle, the angle by which this side is tilted or this area is deformed. This is original shape. When you will apply shear stress, tangential force, then this will be the case, the deformed shape will be like this. So this deformation, there is no increase in length, actually the side is slightly tilted, so that tilt, that is equal to x and L is the length. So gamma is given as x upon L. So this is shear strain. Shear strain is due to shear stress. Third type of strain is dilational, that is volume change. So normal strain was due to change in length, shear is due to shear stress, and here there is change in angle, the side is tilted, the area is tilted by some angle. Dilational strain, this is change in volume. So when the force or the pressure is applied on a body, rigid body, say it is compressed, so its volume will decrease, or if it is अगर outward force है, its volume will increase, and if the force is inwards, it is compressed, the volume will decrease. So this change in volume, so change in volume over original volume, this is called dilational strain or also cubical strain. This is also called volumetric or cubical strain. So three types of strain we have discussed: normal, shear and dilational. Now let's summarize what we have discussed so far. We have defined stress. Stress is the ratio of applied force F to the area A over which it acts. So stress is force upon area. Units are Pascal, or this is equal to Newton upon meter square in SI system, and in FPS system it is LB upon inch square. Strain is the relative change in the dimensions or shape of the body as the result of an applied stress. So strain is produced due to stress. Stress की वजह से ही strain produce होता है. Example, change in length per unit length or change in volume per unit volume. Now what is the ultimate strength? The ultimate strength is the greatest stress a body can experience without breaking or rupturing. So किसी भी body पे आप maximum कितनी force apply कर सकते हो और कितना उसको stress दे सकते हो which it can bear without breaking. That is called ultimate strength. So say this was a string or a wire, हमने उस पर weight apply किया, ये elongation हो गई, उसकी length में increase हो गया, हमने और weight add कर दिया, उसकी length में और elongation होगी, बढ़ गई उसकी length, but ये string अभी टूटी नहीं है, break नहीं हुई है. So the maximum force or the stress which a body can experience without breaking or rupturing is called ultimate strength. So if you will increase the weight, this will break. So if the stress exceeds the ultimate strength, the string breaks. Now next let's define, we start with another topic. अगला topic शुरू कर रहे हैं. अभी तक हमने किया elasticity define की, stress, strain, types of stress, types of strain. Now next हम जो पढ़ने जा रहे हैं, this is modulus of elasticity. Modulus of elasticity ये भी अलग अलग तरह के होते हैं depending upon the types of stress and strain involved. So let's start with the definition. Provided that the elastic limit is not exceeded, an elastic deformation is directly proportional to magnitude of the applied force per unit area, or you can say stress is directly proportional to strain. Within elastic limit, stress is directly proportional to strain. जैसे जैसे stress बढ़ता है वैसे वैसे strain भी बढ़ता जाता है. So modulus of elasticity, this is the ratio of stress and strain, and this is a constant. So stress बढ़ेगा, strain बढ़ेगा, stress is directly proportional to strain. So stress is directly proportional to strain means stress upon strain is a constant. This constant is defined as modulus of elasticity. So elastic materials always spring back into shape when released. They also obey Hooke's law. So Hooke's law is nothing. This is the statement that stress is directly proportional to strain. Within elastic limits, stress is directly proportional to strain. अगर आप एक ग्राफ प्लॉट करोगे बिटवीन स्ट्रेस इज फोर्स पर यूनिट एरिया, स्ट्रेन इज इलोंगेशन और इंक्रीज इन डायमेंशन और लेंथ और वॉल्यूम, सो इट विल बी अ स्ट्रेट लाइन. जैसे जैसे स्ट्रेस बढ़ता है स्ट्रेन भी बढ़ता है. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ हुक्स लॉ. एंड द रेशियो ऑफ स्ट्रेस एंड स्ट्रेन, दिस इज अ कांस्टेंट विच इज कॉल्ड मॉड्यूलस ऑफ इलास्टिसिटी. सो दिस इज द लॉ ऑफ स्प्रिंग which states that deformation is directly proportional to force. So stress is directly proportional to strain. The stiffness is different for the different material and different sizes of material. We may eliminate the size by using stress and strain instead of force and deformation. If F and X refers to direct stress and strain, then force we know this is sigma into A, or sigma stress is force per unit area, and this epsilon strain is x upon L. So hence F upon X, this is sigma A epsilon upon L, or you can say this sigma is stress, epsilon is strain. So stress upon strain, this is given as force upon area into x upon L. So stress upon strain, this is modulus of elasticity, and using this formula we can calculate modulus of elasticity. So again E is sigma upon epsilon. This graph, a graph of stress against strain, will be straight line with gradient E. The units of E are same as that unit of stress. So वही बात है कि stress is directly proportional to strain. तो जो graph होगा stress और strain के बीच में, force और elongation के बीच में, it will be a straight line. और इस